everyone. Attorney Troy Tyson coming to you with another episode of Practical Law. My name is Troy Tyson. As I said, I'm an attorney practicing in the state of Indiana. These episodes, I must say, do not constitute any type of legal advice, just providing general legal information for you. Today I wanted to talk about one of the questions that I get very frequently, and that's, I bought a house with an ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend. How do I get out of this situation? We're no longer together. What's my way out of this? And this is unfortunately a situation that I come upon pretty frequently. And typically, let me tell you, if you're not in this situation, the best advice I can give you is don't get in this situation. Just don't do it, because it becomes very tricky to extricate yourself from. When a couple is married, it becomes easier because there's a process. If they go their separate ways, there's a very clear process usually within the divorce process for the division of all property, including a marital residence. When you're not married, it's a little tricky. So in Indiana and in most states, there's what's called a partition action. Basically, that's where you go to the court, file a petition with the court, tell them, hey, we're not married, but we own this property together, and we're no longer together. So we want the court to figure something out. And generally what the court is going to do, at least in the state of Indiana, the first thing they're going to do is send you to mediation. It's where you sit down with a third party, usually an attorney, and they'll see if you can work out a deal with the other party, with your ex. If not, you'll go back to the court and you'll have a kind of a trial and ask the judge to make a decision. Typically what the judge is going to do in that situation is just force a sale of the house, because that's the easiest thing to do. And so force the sale of the house. And then what happens to the proceeds from the house? Well, you're going to pay off all of your expenses, pay off all the mortgage, any other ancillary expenses that may come along with it. And then there's the issue of, what do you guys do with the equity? How do you split that equity that may be left in the house? And that's where things get a little tricky. Either side can make an argument as to, maybe I put down this amount for down payment, so I should get that part back. Maybe I was paying on the mortgage for 8 months when this other party wasn't working, so I should be entitled to that back. That's where you get down into kind of the meat of the arguments that you can present as to who should get what out of that equity, if there is any left. As in most legal actions, having an attorney for something like this can be very helpful. And check your local state laws. Because every state is different. Obviously, the laws are different. And even though there may be some general similarities between other states and what I've just described, that is Indiana's process. It may not be the process for your state. But generally, partition action or something along those lines is the way that you would dissolve that property. So if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call, 317-514-2681, and we'll see you on the next episode.